Hello, this is a game from Foxy that white won by resignation, killing a bunch of stones in the middle, so difficult for black to keep that large moyo up top. Also, in the early stage, black died in the lower right corner, so white was actually off to a pretty good start, but in the top somehow there was an overplay, and we will get to that in a moment. And this game seemed to be very tactical. Well, both black and white missed some good opportunities throughout the game, so let's check it out. We have a very calm Fuseki, territorial Joseki for white in this lower left corner, then the early Sansan invasion. This is absolutely fine, it's very common. Of course, white has the option to play outside approach or inside Kakari, but it's nothing wrong with the Sansan. So the Joseki that black chooses here, it's not optimal. In fact, here it's good for black to continue with the double Hane and just grab the corner. Because this way, white will push several times and then take away the middle side extension. So this is just fine for white. Yeah, black can play this descending sente and then decide whether to extend from the left or right. This Hane it's a bit too early. Black should play in the top, for example, h17. The Hane at r19 is just an endgame move. White is not going to play r19 or q19 right now. It's not that urgent at this stage of the game to play moves on the first line. So playing here, actually, white could take center. White doesn't necessarily need to connect at s18. So right now, white can play, for example, g17 or f17. And even if black captures a stone here, white will sacrifice and the group is still alive. So this is fine for white. I mean, you give up like 5 points in the corner, but get an important move in a large open area, like the approach in the corner. Also, before playing away, white can push one more time, so it doesn't matter if black captures a stone, and then play the approach in the top left corner. Let's say you play this approach and then another one on the right. So this wall is completely meaningless. Getting two moves in the top is much bigger than defend one stone in the top right corner. So back to the original game. White defends the corner. Now about this defense in the top right corner, it's better to play locally at s17. And this is just because when black turns at s12, it doesn't affect the endgame in the last stage of the game. So for example, when you have this s18 on the board and black turns later on, when you play, for example, the last few moves of the game, black will Hane, and then you still need to play another move inside. Even if you block here, you need another move like t16 or s16. So in the end, you will build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. But if you play this move, even if it's a double empty triangle, it's fine, because when black plays the turn later on, if you Hane, you block, connect, and now you don't have another, you don't need to play another move inside, so you will build 7 points instead. That can be important when the games are super close, and also from a shape point of view. As a shape point, it looks nice to play t18, but t18 or s18 seems the same, because when black turns, you either go down or he will get the Hane and you play another move inside. So the most effective defense locally, it's s17. But anyway, it's too early to play it now. So black played the approach from the top left, and here white overplayed. You don't need this invasion, you better extend towards the right, because the whole point of playing the middle side extension is to make black wall completely meaningless. So once you make a little base with m16, the next move that is coming on the right side is going to be the peep at p15. So no matter if black plays another move to secure the top left corner or jump somewhere else or turn here, white immediately plays this peep and just makes the wall lose a lot of power. So the influence is gone. But this kind of pincer, it's a little bit desperate, and it's really not necessary. White has a good position already. So simply two space jump towards the wall. Now things got a little bit out of hand because white it's all of a sudden weak in the top area. Double approach, that's possible. Black covers, so black gets a big moyo up top. And actually here white doesn't have to go San. It's just better to play the triple approach. So let black struggle in the top. Black might play a kick here and then an attach to try to leave, but you will just cut. And if something like this happens, the moyo kind of disappeared. So black managed to connect the stones on the outside, but again, there's not a lot of influence. So think about the triple approach in the future. Black might just play here, for example, and then think about the connection underneath, but you go Kosumi, he lives in the corner, then slide in the top, and again the moyo kind of disappears. So San, obviously black will block the top because that's where he's got potential. If black plays here, this feels too good for white. Lots of cutting points, black gets a wall, but white can extend in front of the wall. So black blocks the top side. Hane seems a little bit risky, normally just descent. Obviously black wants to push through and cut, but with the Hane, black can still push here and cut like this. And now, if you capture the stone that cuts, he will go Atari, 2 more Ataris, and then capture the top stone. So now the Hane got punished because he just died. But of course, when black pushes here, white can switch direction with the Hane, and then black will just hurt the stone on the left side. So still okay for black. So black blocks and keeps the top. Now white pushes here. Actually, white can play a big point now. Let's say R6 or O3. This push, with or without, it's not such a big difference in reducing the moyo, because the left side can still be reduced. So black jumps in, white plays a big point. This is large, very good. Now here, playing the block in the corner is very territorial, but actually it's a little better to play the block on the outside. If black just no-B, you will go down, and now it's difficult for black to fight in the corner. So usually here, black will play a Hane. Now you can cut or simply connect. Then when black defends like this, Hane in the corner, and this way it kind of switched to a basic Joseki with the approach and Tsuke and so on. But it's also possible to play Hane on the outside and allow black live small in the corner, then just go for some outside thickness. But actually the cut is more interesting. So Atari, push through, this is a force variation, Atari go out, Atari extend again, black extends, and you just keep the corner. Black may get a few forcing moves on the outside, but white got a big corner, so it's all white's territory. What happened in the game was even better for white. So normally here, black should just no-B, white goes down, black turns, white extends, black extends. This is a simple variation for black, only a few moves, and develop the bottom side. But he played the Hane. Maybe this was wishful thinking. Probably black hoped white to connect here, then black defends like this. Now maybe white extends on the side and just expand the moyo. So white cuts, very good. Go down and kill everything. Here white can play much more simple, just connect. Because if black Hane, this group will die anyway. There are two ways to kill this group. One is to cut and descend, then Atari, and this is only one eye. You can also throw in once, connect, block, or play away. Jump, it's fine, because if black jumps here, you push through and block like this. So there's only one eye in the corner, nothing to worry about. Black is simply dead. Also, if you just block and black goes like this, trying to set up a ko, you play the vital point, then the Hane. Now he might try the turn, but you push several times. Well, this peep can wait. And then just Atari, connect, he's got two liberties in the corner. So black is captured again, therefore simply connect. And if he plays no-B here, you just go out, because the corner dies anyway. When he goes no-B like this, you don't care. That's not enough space for two eyes in the corner. So going down leaves a little bit of Aji, but it's still okay for, yeah, black played the wrong Atari. He can actually play Atari here, white goes out, then Hane and double Hane, Atari under, Atari again, and then just descent. This way, black lives in the corner, because when white turns, black can play here, and when white plays a throw-in, black will capture, and on Atari from the outside, just kill the corner. Well, it's a lot of sacrifice, and white becomes pretty thick on the outside, but black could live in the corner. That's why it's not good to go down, but connect solid instead. So descend, black played the wrong Atari, now he's dead in the corner, push. This Atari is not necessary, simply connect underneath, because anyway black wants to break in. So this actually prepares a double Atari. Black might connect, and then you just extend here. The group in the corner is dead as it stands. So playing Atari, black comes out, white needs to jump, and black pushing the corner. This is wrong. Black should just go down, because this is threatening to catch the cornerstones. So white has to turn, black can push here once, white will nobi, and then either turn or play Atari like this. So for losing these 3 stones in the corner, black could separate the 2 stones on the outside and make a large box on the right. So this is actually good for black. But he pushed in the corner and then he's still dead. Atari and nobi. Well, here white can play one Atari like this and then connect, for example, double hanging connection or a solid connection. It doesn't matter if black plays this Atari or all these pushes. Black only has 4 liberties in the corner, so he's dead. But playing Atari on the right at q7, this way you enter inside the moyo easier. Also, it's possible to play 2 Ataris, but in general you just want to play 1, so you can exit from that stone and then connect. Anyway, this is fine for white too. Nobi was an option too. Atari connect, that's fine. But here, white can play the Hane. This is Sente. Black needs to protect, then push again in Sente. Black will play this double, bamboo connection or capture. And now connect against the cutting point, but in this case, R10. So there's nothing to worry about, the ladder works. And again, going out like this, you actually step inside black's moyo a little bit. So here black pushes again. This is quite big, but in fact white can Hane. The cut is not a problem because you have Atari and go down, and these stones will die faster. Well, black has many forcey moves, but in the end he's captured, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, this push it's okay. And then the Hane. Hane, and on this Hane you just go nobi. So get inside the moyo. So here white played a little bit too cautious. Push here is nice for the squeeze. So Hane, Hane, block, Atari, connect, and then defend. Actually, white should play Atari here and Atari again. This is very painful, because if white seems threatened on the right side, playing these moves will force black defend and even nobi once, because black has to capture this one. Otherwise, everything will die. And then let's see the liberties. Yeah, it's okay to play one more time, because you have lots of liberties inside and black still got like 4 liberties. And once you make one big eye, it's finished. I mean, there is no way for black to win that kind of semi. It's an Akade with 11 liberties inside. So this is already giving eye shape, but white missed the timing to squeeze. So later maybe the squeeze doesn't even matter. And this defense inside, it's not necessary. Let's say you play away and black tries to kill you. So he might play this move, you connect, then he plays a vital point, you defend, then he pushes again to remove the liberties. Here you can throw in Atari from the outside. So black has only 3 liberties. And in this position, you play the squeeze anyway. Then let's say you play away one more time. So black needs to descend, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties for white. But black has only 3. So you play away again, then he approaches, you play away again, then he plays inside, and now you start taking away the liberties. Because when he plays here, you take, it's 1, 2, 3 against 2, he plays inside, Atari. So you can ignore several times and still kill the corner group because of this one big eye. Therefore, it's no need to play inside. It's -1 point, and also it's worse than saying pass. So that was losing tempo. This fight is good for white because black is very heavy, and here black missed an opportunity to go out easily. Normally he has to wedge, then you play Atari and Atari from the outside, because if you connect, he has the snapback, Atari, and capture everything. Therefore, in this position, white will connect and black will connect also. So he pushed again, then the block comes. Actually, it's better to play nobi, because after black pushes again and he cuts, this is actually very painful. You just connect, no more combination with the snapback, so he dies inside. This one leaves another cutting point. Okay, so far so good, but black shouldn't connect here, just Atari. Now when black connects like this is a nice opportunity for for white to kill all, but white needs to connect solid instead, because the hanging connection still allows this Dametsumari from the outside. So that's a backup plan for black to connect. Okay, we have this cut, which is too brave. So here, white should play Atari from the outside, black comes out, white connects. Now black has to come back and protect, and white will catch these two stones in a net. If black still fights in the middle, for example, Hane, then Atari, Atari, and save those stones somehow, white will eventually connect here and kill the group on the left side. White has many liberties in the center. So this move, yeah, if black goes here, white can play this one, Atari, connect, Hane, jump, make some liberties. Black will still die on the left. But black played Atari and now he realized he's losing the left side, so yeah, in the end the result was pretty good for white, but white could just kill all. So the point here is, a beautiful shape like this hanging connection, it's not always the most effective one, because when your opponent plays here, you cannot connect. But if you play the solid move and he plays Atari, you will just connect. Remember that? Now the game is still quite close actually, because black has a lot in the top, but well, nice catch for white here, lots of points, also big solid corners, some thickness in the middle. It's promising for white now. I don't understand why Atari under when you can play Atari from the outside. If black plays here, you just connect. If black goes down, you can block or don't play anything, because those two stones are dead anyway. I mean, let's say you push here, he tries to go to the right, you just block. Well, if he jumps, it's a little problem. But still, he suffers on the outside. Yeah, it's okay to play another move actually. So you just go down and catch it, he goes Atari, you connect. But anyway, you could play Atari from the outside and grab more points. This is an overplay. Normally black could play here, threatening the push and cut and so on, but he needs another move to reinforce the bottom side. So yeah, a bit slow. Maybe white feels good about the position. Yeah, black needs something else on the bottom, but then white comes in the top and reduces the moil. So cap move, he played here, perfect timing for the squeeze, but saving 3 stones, it's really not important. More interesting for black to play this Kosumi. If white captures 3 stones, it's just 6 points, and he can play here and then expand the moil. It's more interesting to enclose this box. So connect, invade. The invasion could be on the third line, because when black plays here, you just descend, and there's a problem with the cutting points, and now connect underneath. I think if if black is ambitious and tries to play like this, white will cut, Atari, go out, and then just connect. And now, ouch, black loses a lot. And the stones in the middle are in trouble too. So usually you want to invade on the third line, because this, he covers and then it's difficult to kill the group. The wedge was good. Black can play Atari here first, then block. And when you capture this stone, throw in, block from the outside. It's similar to what happened in the game. Yeah. That's a bit too risky. Just Atari and leave. So push through, very good to cut that stone. Yeah, black is alive, but expensive in the middle. In fact, here it's more interesting to play the shoulder hit. If black pushes here, you pull back. If black blocks like this, you jump to the right, so you reduce more. This way, black can still block very nice. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough territory for black, but it's better for him to enclose the box. Now he tried to kill, to escape from the inside, but that was too ambitious. Actually here, white can play Kosumitsuke, then when black connects, turn, he plays this one, turn again, he plays this one, and cover. So he's just trapped inside. So this game is full of interesting tactics. Here, black should either connect or play this move, because when white pushes like this and ko, black can still fight it to stay connected. This way, white will push through and cut. So that's good for white. Atari connect. This is not so big. Black should escape to the right. So when double Atari, white will push several times, but then white needs to capture this stone. And the damage here, it's smaller than killing the group in the center. So now this is the last critical moment of the game. And white just got a pretty nice jackpot killing the group in the center. Ouch. At least black should cover here and jump again. So black still keeps the box. But already losing these stones is too much. Plus the lower right corner. So yeah, overall a very tactical game. This is typical for Foxy. But I feel white had an impression that it's too good in the beginning. That's why a move like S7, but that's losing tempo. And this was an overplay in the early stage to jump inside at F16 instead of taking the extension towards the wall. The Sun invasion in the top right was correct, but the Sun invasion in the top left, it's not necessary. It's more interesting to play the triple approach. Anyway, congrats on the win and enjoy the review.